Have you ever encountered a mysterious figure that sent shivers down your spine? They call him the Smiling Man, a specter of the night, a whisper in the wind, an urban legend told in hushed voices. No one knows where he comes from, and no one who has truly seen him ever speaks of it again. He is not a ghost, not a man, but something in between, something watching, waiting, grinning. It was late, past midnight, when Jason walked home from his friend's house. The streets were empty, the glow of the streetlights flickering like dying candles. He pulled his jacket tighter around him, quickening his pace. Something about the silence felt unnatural, too thick, too heavy. That's when he saw him. At the end of the block, under the dim halo of a flickering street lamp, stood a man, tall and thin, dressed in a suit that clung too tightly to his skeletal frame. His head was tilted just slightly, his eyes hidden in shadow. But the most unsettling thing about him was his smile, wide, unchanging, too perfect. Jason froze, his breath hitching in his throat. The man did not move, did not blink, only smiled. A slow, creeping dread slithered up Jason's spine, urging him to turn around. But before he could, the man took a step forward, not a normal step, a strange, exaggerated movement, as if his joints bent in ways they shouldn't. He took another, then another, his elongated limbs carrying him forward with an unnatural grace. Jason backed away, feeling the cold grip of fear close around his chest. His heart pounded. Then the man stopped. He swayed slightly, his head twitching, his smile never faltering. And then, without warning, he danced. A slow, jerky, marionette-like shuffle, moving to an unheard tune. A nightmarish waltz of silence. His arms flailed, his knees bent too far, and yet his feet never made a sound against the pavement. Jason stumbled back, a strangled gasp escaping his throat. The air felt too thick to breathe. He turned to run, but the moment he did, a chilling whisper sliced through the night. "Don't be rude," smile back. Jason's blood turned to ice. His legs carried him forward before his mind could catch up. He sprinted down the street, not daring to look back. The whisper twisted into laughter, a distorted, gurgling chuckle that followed him, wrapping around him like a noose. He reached his house in record time, fumbling for his keys with trembling hands. He slammed the door behind him, locking every bolt, every chain. His chest heaved, his ears ringing with the remnants of that unholy laughter. He peered through the peephole, his breath shallow. The street was empty, no flickering street lamp, no dancing man, no smile. Jason sagged against the door, relief flooding his veins. Had he imagined it? A trick of exhaustion, a cruel joke of the mind? Then he turned to the window, and there he was, pressed against the glass, still smiling.
Subscribe for more chilling mysteries. Like if you dare. Comment your thoughts if you're not too scared. Join the Sinister Signals community. Hit that subscribe button. Some signal should never be had, but we'll listen anyway.